What is up, roomies? My name is Makak, and if this is your first time on the channel, welcome on into Room 51. I am coming at you with a board game brief on Otter. So Otter is also by Charming Games Collective. I did a review last week for one of their games, but this game is also going to be on Kickstarter. So definitely check out the description below and check out the link for this game. But anyway, board game brief. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of the game and give you my opinion really quick afterwards. So essentially, Otter is a card shedding game where you are trying to get rid of all of your cards in your hand as quickly as possible. You want to be the first one to get rid of all of your cards in your hand. And if you do that 2 or maybe 3 times, depending on the player count, you've won the game. And for these otters, I guess, you have 3 different piles, and they all have different rules that you have to follow. There's different suits that you want to be playing to the pile, or there might be a different criteria, like it needs to be higher than the number that's already down there, or lower than the number that's already down there, odd or even, things like that. And you are, it's puzzly. It's got a little bit of a puzzle element to it where you're trying to figure out what cards you can play to each pile, but then if you also complete both criteria for the cards in the middle, so if you meet the criteria for the number and the suit, you get to play more and more cards to that pile. So that is how you're ultimately going to be really shedding your cards from your hand. And I found the artwork to be very cute. I have to say that I really like this game. Like I said, it poses a nice little puzzle. It plays in about 15 to 20 minutes, I would say. I played it at like 2 to 3 players, and both times they ended very quickly, I would say. And yeah, it does not overstay its welcome at all. It's fun, it's cool, and then there's also variable criteria that could be met. So it doesn't always have to be like higher or lower or odd or even and things like that. There's like 5 different cards that you can use, but you'll always only use 3. Now, the part that I really liked about this game was the drawing concept. So at the beginning of your turn, you might draw cards if you want to. For however many cards you draw, you get to flip the heads or the tails of these otters, which is what determines the criteria for each of the cards in the middle. So when you draw cards, you get to actually change the criteria that's being met for each of the piles, and you do that at the beginning of your turn, and then you play your cards, so you can really min-max what you want to do in this game. So I find that to be really cool, and it added to my enjoyment of the game. So that is Otter by Charming Game Collective, and if you've checked this game out, please let me know down in the comments below if you've checked it out, what your thoughts are on the game. Do you like card shedding games? I've found that I actually really do. I didn't know that I did, but I've been playing several with a friend of mine, and we've been having a blast talking about you, James. And yeah, so that is Otter. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you all next time.